Hi, this is Isabella. I'm excited to share my project with you today. What motivated me to come up with this project? Artificial intelligence is everywhere these days. Chatbots, recommendation systems, you name it. It's shaping how we live and work. But let's be real, it can be really intimidating. It's not just paranoia, there are real concerns. There are lawsuits over AI using copyrighted content. There are worries about jobs being replaced by automation. It's no wonder people feel uneasy about it. And that's exactly the reason I started this project. I wanted to create a framework that researchers can use to help majorities understand intimidating technologies. This is my project of explaining how ChatGPT works to non-technical users. You can scan the QR code to see the full detail. And to make sure it's scientific, I used SUS survey. It's basically a way to measure how effective and usable something is. I kept tweaking and improving my framework until users actually show they understand how ChatGPT works. So what did I learn? I discovered a few principles from my process that anyone can follow to explain complex technologies to non-technical users. First, use visualizations. In my survey, over 50% of users mentioned that visualizations are especially helpful. And here are a couple of my examples using images to explain technologies like word embeddings and reinforcement learning. Second, skip all the jargon. AI is full of big words. So I've avoided technical language as much as possible. For example, instead of saying word embeddings, I described the concept in plain English. And it naturally comes down to the third principle, using relatable words. Stick to everyday language and even use analogies. For example, instead of using the word token, I use the word a unit of information, and I use the word a unit of information throughout my explanation. And last but not least, using real-world examples. Give people something they can actually connect with. For instance, when explaining how word sequencing works, I use concrete sentences that show how different arrangements can create different meanings. And by following these principles, I was able to explain how ChatGPT works clearly to the non-technical users. And these principles can be applied to all sorts of complicated technical concepts.